The biggest NBA trades of summer 2025. Kevin Durant from Phoenix Suns to Houston Rockets. Kristaps Porzingis from Boston Celtics to Atlanta Hawks. Drew Holiday from Boston Celtics to Portland Trail Blazers. John Collins from Utah Jazz to Los Angeles Clippers. Norman Powell from Los Angeles Clippers to Miami Heat. Kevin Love from Miami Heat to Utah Jazz. Kyle Anderson from Miami Heat to Utah Jazz. Kelly Olynyk from Washington Wizards to San Antonio Spurs. D'Angelo Russell from Brooklyn Nets to Dallas Mavericks. Jonas Valanciunas from Sacramento Kings to Denver Nuggets. Jordan Poole from Washington Wizards to New Orleans Pelicans. Marcus Smart from Washington Wizards to Los Angeles Lakers. Jusuf Nurkic from Charlotte Hornets to Utah Jazz. Spencer Dinwiddie from Dallas Mavericks to Charlotte Hornets. Clint Capella from Atlanta Hawks to Houston Rockets. Cameron Johnson from Brooklyn Nets to Denver Nuggets. Dillon Brooks from Houston Rockets to Phoenix Suns. Dorian Finney-Smith from Los Angeles Lakers to Houston Rockets. Georges Niang from Boston Celtics to Utah Jazz. Jalen Green from Houston Rockets to Phoenix Suns. Miles Turner from Indiana Pacers to Milwaukee Bucks. Chris Paul from San Antonio Spurs to Los Angeles Clippers. Brook Lopez from Milwaukee Bucks to Los Angeles Clippers. Mark Williams from Charlotte Hornets to Phoenix Suns. Desmond Bane from Houston Rockets to Phoenix Suns. Jordan Clarkson from Utah Jazz to New York Knicks. Michael Porter Jr. from Denver Nuggets to Brooklyn Nets. Nickeil Alexander-Walker from Minnesota Timberwolves to Atlanta Hawks. Colin Sexton from Utah Jazz to Charlotte Hornets. Lonzo Ball from Chicago Bulls to Cleveland Cavaliers. Damian Lillard from Milwaukee Bucks to Portland Trail Blazers. Terrence Mann from Atlanta Hawks to Brooklyn Nets. Isaac Okoro from Cleveland Cavaliers to Chicago Bulls. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope from Orlando Magic to Memphis Grizzlies. Pat Connaughton from Milwaukee Bucks to Charlotte Hornets. Kevon Looney from Golden State Warriors to New Orleans Pelicans. Dennis Schroeder from Detroit Pistons to Sacramento Kings. Karis LeVert from Atlanta Hawks to Detroit Pistons. Bruce Brown from New Orleans Pelicans to Denver Nuggets. Duncan Robinson from Miami Heat to Detroit Pistons. Luke Kornet from Boston Celtics to San Antonio Spurs. Simone Fontecchio from Detroit Pistons to Miami Heat. Dylan Jones from Oklahoma City, Thunder to Washington Wizards. Colby Jones from Washington Wizards to Oklahoma City Thunder. Dario Saric from Denver Nuggets to Sacramento Kings. Larry Nance Jr. from Atlanta Hawks to Cleveland Cavaliers. DeAndre Ayton from Portland Trail Blazers to Los Angeles Lakers. Bradley Beal from Phoenix Suns to Los Angeles Clippers. Mason Plumlee from Phoenix Suns to Charlotte Hornets. Tim Hardaway Jr. from Detroit Pistons to Denver Nuggets. Gary Harris from Orlando Magic to Milwaukee Bucks. Anthony Simons from Portland Trail Blazers to Boston Celtics. Cole Anthony from Memphis Grizzlies to Milwaukee Bucks. C.J. McCollum from New Orleans Pelicans to Washington Wizards. Saddiq Bey from Washington Wizards to New Orleans Pelicans. Ty Jerome from Cleveland Cavaliers to Memphis Grizzlies. Marvin Bagley III from Memphis Grizzlies to Washington Wizards. Josh Minott from Minnesota Timberwolves to Boston Celtics. Jake LaRavia from Sacramento Kings to Los Angeles Lakers. Luka Garza from Minnesota Timberwolves to Boston Celtics. Jay Huff from Memphis Grizzlies to Indiana Pacers. Chris Boucher from Toronto Raptors to Boston Celtics. Lindy Waters III from Detroit Pistons to San Antonio Spurs. Josh Okogie from Charlotte Hornets to Houston Rockets. Jaden Springer from Utah Jazz to New Orleans Pelicans. Olivier Sarr from Oklahoma City Thunder to Toronto Raptors.